Are you looking for ideas for hobbies and activities to take up during retirement? Maybe there was something you did decades ago that you'd like to get back into. Well, this is the show for you. Welcome to Over 50 So What? I'm Carol, the positive aging warrior. Today, we visit Caulfield South Neighbourhood House to find out some of the activities they have on offer, especially their Chatty Cafe, which is a great introduction for anyone new. Most of us know someone who's had a heart attack, and today we learn how easy it is to use a defib machine. You'll find them at beaches, community halls and other venues. There might even be one in the street where you live. To keep your energy and vitality going, please join us in the fun 5-minute fitness after the break. Do you know how to recognise the signs of having a heart attack? Do CPR or even use a defibrillator? How is your first aid knowledge? Well, today we're speaking with Dee from Linex First Aid. Dee, welcome back to the show. Last time we had a chat about heart attacks.
Yes.
Now, one thing about heart attacks is defibs. A lot of people, and they're called AEDs. Can you explain to people what a defib is?
Okay. So when a person has a heart attack, the most important part is that the computer that runs everything. So if the heart's not in full function and it's not pumping the blood around and oxygen to the brain, then things will shut down. So these AEDs are a wonderful thing to have. Obviously I've got it in the case, but the thing that I like, you've got pads in there that you put on the right hand side, and then I always say, like a seat belt, you put it on the rib cage, so right to left, and there's your heart underneath here. So what it picks up, if the heart's not beating properly, it'll tell you stand clear, and it'll fire a shock to see if we can get that normal rhythm happening. A lot more lives are being saved, and they're situated in libraries. I was in at Safeway the other day, and they've got one sitting up.
Men's shed,
centres, everywhere now.
Even hotels and pubs and
yes,
things have
which
them.
is fabulous, because if you are on your own and you have a defib, put them in the lateral position and run and grab the defib. Don't start, because that heart's not going to keep vibrating. If you don't have that on quickly, then you'll get a flat line. If you've got a group of people around, obviously you do the compressions and someone would go and get the defib. I recommend you have a shaver and scissors so you can get the clothes off quickly. And if it's a really hairy chest, we need to shave to be able to put the pads in place. If it's fine here, it's fine. Needle necklaces have to come off, jewellery, and obviously a bra, so you have to expose the chest to be able to put the pads on. They're absolutely brilliant.
This one turns on as soon as you open the lid.
Stay calm. Follow these voice instructions. Make sure 000 is called now. Begin by exposing patient's bare chest and torso. Remove or cut clothing if needed. When patient's chest and torso are exposed, remove square foil package from lid of AED. Tear open foil package across dotted line and remove pads. Next, separate one of the white pads completely from blue plastic liner. Begin peeling from the tabbed corner. Firmly place the pad without the liner on the patient exactly as illustrated. Next, peel the blue plastic liner off of the second white pad. Firmly place the second pad on the opposite location exactly as illustrated. Do not touch patient. Analyzing heart rhythm. Please wait.
If a shock is advised, the voice will say,
Preparing shock. Move away from the patient. Shock will be delivered in 3, 2, 1. Shock delivered.
Once a shock is given, the voice will say,
It is now safe to touch the patient.
then the voice tells you to start CPR and gives instructions. These are clever machines.
Absolutely brilliant. They are so good. And you do 30 compressions, it counts, and then 2 breaths. And if you couldn't breathe for them, if there was blood or vomit around, well then you just do the compression. So where it tells you to do 2 breaths, you would just continue going with the compressions.
So what does AED stand for?
Automatic external defibrillator.
I think defib sounds easier.
Yeah, it's much
Automatic
easier.
external defib. So someone's having, and if the ambulance is going, if you're in a regional area, or it's going to take an hour or something, then someone might have one up the road.
Yeah, and I'm on a call centre for my beautiful neighbour that's 2 doors down, and I'm the first to call if anything goes wrong with her, and I've got a code outside, which is really important, with the keys for me to get in, and if I need to, I can take that with me just in case.
Now, some people watching, they may have a
Pacemaker.
family history of heart attacks or their partner, so it's obviously vital that they learn these skills.
Oh, definitely.
And basic CPR and first aid. So where do people go to find some really good, solid professional training?
One of the things I've learned with all the time, how long I've been teaching, is to go to a reputable training centre. Make sure that they've got proper skills and not just racing through with paperwork and thank you very much and gone. St John's, Red Cross, reputable people.
Now, what's the oldest person that you've had in one of your courses that's come to learn the skills?
And I'd say she was close to 80.
So basically, it doesn't matter if you're 80 or 90, you can still learn basic skills.
Yeah.
And as you've mentioned before, for people that can't get down on the ground anymore or that they have difficulty, there's other things they can do.
Yeah, other things they can do is, they can get someone else that's healthy and able to do the compressions. They've only got to show them where to put the hands and push. At the end of the day, this person's not in a very good way. So if they went a little bit deeper, well, it's not going to matter. They just have to try and get the skills to get that heart beating again.
Can you talk us through Doctor's ABCD?
One of the most important parts that I teach is danger, respond, send for help, airway breathing. So if you came across a car accident, that you don't race up to it straight away, that it's really important you check and make sure that it's safe for you to do so, that there's no power lines, that there's no gas or fuel leaking. Power pole's another thing. If they've gone into the power pole and hit it, obviously there's structural damage. Cars, one of the major things. There was an accident, I think it was in Greece, pretty nasty accident. There were people working on the car. No one thought to save the safety issue of the corner. And a tour bus came around and ended up killing a lot of the ones that were there helping. I can't push that enough, that if you've got someone on the road and you're working on them, that you make sure if there's a bend, that you've got someone or somehow to be able to slow the cars down so that you're not injured yourself. So yeah.
So that's D for danger.
D for danger, R for respond, send for help, airway breathing compression. DFib. I always say DFib.
Well, thank you very much for all your information today. I'm sure you've helped a lot of people, give them a bit of peace of mind, and obviously you've really got it across how important it is just to have some basic training.
Have basic training,
Because
yeah.
it is so easy for things to happen. Yeah, the longer you live, the more you're going to see things.
Yeah, and the panic is the problem. People panic and their things could be done a lot quicker to help that person.
Thanks so much.
Okay,
Steve.
thanks, Carol.
Thanks for watching our TV show. Be sure to hit subscribe and then you'll never miss an episode. Jump on Facebook, join our group, get in on the fun, fitness, wellness and inspiration. I'm Carol, over 50. So what?